Hey guys, so I'm back in Dollar Tree for the millionth time, and it feels like they're constantly rolling out new and awesome products that I just have to share with you guys. Today I found Star Wars figures by Hot Wheels. Now, if you remember 4 months ago, I made another Dollar Tree Star Wars figure video where I showcased the Micro Machine figures they were selling. But these new figures are made by Hot Wheels instead of Micro Machines, and they're considerably bigger, so I'm going to grab a bunch and take them home. So now that I brought everything home, here's what I bought. I got Slave 1, the Millennium Falcon, Y-Wing Fighter, X-Wing Fighter, and a TIE Fighter. And just to compare the two, here is the Micro Machines X-Wing Fighter versus the new Hot Wheels X-Wing Fighter. Keep in mind that these are both the same price. And I try to get as many from the original trilogy since those are the films I'm a fan of, and not so much the new films. And you can see which is from the new ones, as it'll say from the new film, The Force Awakens, and the old ones will say nothing. So first, I'm going to open up Slave 1. Okay, so here's Slave 1, which is Boba Fett's ship, and it does not have any sort of movement, although it looks like it should. The wings and turrets don't move at all. But what's more surprising is that it's made out of metal, which is what you'd expect from Hot Wheels, but the sheer size of these and the fact that they're from Dollar Tree makes it unusual. Only the back plates, wings, and turrets are made out of plastic, but the entire front plate is all metal. And it also comes with a stand that shoves into the back, like so. And you're supposed to use your finger, like so, and pretend to fly it like that. But Slave 1 doesn't fly like this. Slave 1 actually flies like this. It lays on the ground like this, flies up, and then arranges itself and flies off like this. But whatever. I wish it was placed correctly, but whatever. Anyways, it also works as a stand if you just want to display it, which is what I'll be doing. Okay, now let's open up the Millennium Falcon, and even though it says it's from the new film, I got it anyways since it's the Millennium Falcon. Whether it's from the new film or the original, it's still the same. And surprisingly, the Millennium Falcon is all metal. I mean, it's not super hard or high quality metal, but it's still metal nonetheless. And the only plastic is this tiny antenna. But other than that, it's all metal, and it's got a very good weight to it. And this stand goes in like so, and this feels good. It's nice and accurate, and they're positioned like this on the stand to act as a counterweight so it doesn't tip over. Okay, so now I've skipped ahead and opened up the remaining ships. And overall, I really like them. And I'm very surprised they're made out of metal. That's such a huge bonus. But ones like the Slave 1 have a lot of plastic to them. These parts and all of the backplate are plastic, and other pieces, like the Millennium Falcon, are almost all entirely made of metal. And then there is the TIE Fighter. This TIE Fighter is actually mostly plastic. The wings, or panels, are made entirely out of plastic. Only the base is made out of metal. And this little stud, which is actually part of the base as well. So only this is metal, and this is metal. But most of it is plastic, which is fine, but it's kind of a bummer. And everybody knows the X-Wing, so I actually want to focus on the Y-Wing here. It is very cool. I like how they have the hollow, clear plastic here. It reminds me of the one I used to have as a kid, which was much bigger. It was about this big. It looked just like this, where it had the clear plastic here, but the plastic on the other one used to come off, but this one is glued in place. And also the entire Y-Wing is metal except for the tubes. And finally, the X-Wing is all metal except for the turrets at the end of the wings. And the wings don't open or anything, and you might break it if you tried to open it. Overall, just with them being made out of metal, they're much more resistant, and I mean, just look at the detail. These are insanely well made, like ridiculously well made for something you get at a dollar store with the Star Wars licensing. The Micro Machine toys were awesome, but were more of a nostalgia thing for me. But these, if you're even a slight fan of Star Wars, or if you have kids who are into Star Wars or sci-fi, these look good for any price, much less $1. They look like they should be selling for $5 to $10 anywhere else. And they're definitely not geared towards kids. They look like they're meant to be collectibles geared towards adults, but for $1, it's ridiculous how good the quality is. And it's not just because they're Star Wars. The build quality is insane. And I don't know how long they'll be out for, so I suggest you hurry up and pick them up. Whichever ones you like, pick up 2 of each, or if you have kids, pick up 3 of each. But if you don't plan on opening them, then just pick up 1 of each. I love these, and I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that they're made of metal, since they're made by Hot Wheels. But they're also so large and so detailed, and only $1? That's crazy. So thank you for watching, and feel free to check out my other Dollar Tree Star Wars video, or my Eclipse video, out on my personal channel. So have a good one.